Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about C-Mac, or Crip Mac, as he's called on social media, man. Now, for those of you who don't know, Crip Mac is a rapper who's from Los Angeles, or the Los Angeles area. There's a lot of discussion about where he's actually from or whatever, but everybody knows what he represents based on his name. Now, he's become an interesting figure in hip-hop, man. He's been on most of the major platforms for interviews and things like that. And he represents what he represents, man. I hate to talk about all the gang stuff, but obviously his name is Crip Mac, so you can put two and two together, right? Now, dude has been a character, to say the least, man. He does some wild stuff on that No Jumper platform. He does a lot of wild stuff on his other interviews and stuff where you can be seen walking out and stuff. It's a lot going on with Crip Mac, man. But one thing is for sure, man. People have taken a liking to this dude, man. People like Crip Mac. Something about him is likable, man. He's got his own thing that he's pushing, man. But, you know, it really doesn't get in the way of the likability, to be real. But it looks like, man, Crip Mac might have got some problems and might have actually got the beat down put on him, man. Now, this is through his own admission on social media. Now, before we get to the story and talk about what happened, what led up to this, and the fact that, you know, he might have been false claiming some hood or something like that, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And, man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's talk about this whole Crip Mac situation. Now, this gets deep into the street stuff, man, you know, and most folks, we try to stay away from that, but he's so outspoken about what he claims and about who he is that, you know, it's a part of his story. So let's break it down. Now, recently on social media, some pictures surfaced of a younger Crip Mac, and he was on social media, it looks like a Facebook page, and he was actually claiming something else. He was claiming something opposite of what he's claiming now, you know what I mean? And this is a big no-no in the gang world. You know, you can't claim something and then, you know, jump on something else, even though there's rumors about rappers have done it in the past and stuff like that. It's just a no-go, you know, as far as the rules that they put out there and as far as it's said, right? Now, what's crazy is initially this story started to take off and people were talking about it and was like, what in the world's going on with Crip Mac in this old post? And you can see the poster from like 2012, so this was a long time ago. This is a decade ago, man. And dude was talking crazy about the same affiliations that he has today. You know what I'm saying? To put it easy, man. You know, there's a whole neighborhood thing, and then there's a whole gangster car thing, and then there's a lot going on. And what's even crazier is what he has tattooed on his forehead that he's got, you know, whacked out or whatever. That's something that he was saying he was aligned with back then. So it's crazy, man. And, you know, the tattoo on his forehead has been an issue and a topic in many a circle. You know, it's made people upset. But the fact that these posts came out, it really had people scratching their head because it seems a little odd, man, because he goes so hard for what he claims. You know what I mean? Now, hopefully all that made sense, man. Hopefully you can read between the lines and you get my drift. But let's look at some of the posts that he made. Now, in this post that he allegedly made back in 2012, it says this. It says, Green Rag Crip. Gangster in green like the SGC boys. Chino on my shirt. Gangster, I rep my city. I don't know what that means or why that offends people, but this next part is the part that really set things off. Now he says, now that's a derogatory term for people who come from that neighborhood Crip car. You know what I mean? And then he said, which is another derogatory term for people who wear bloods. You know what I mean? Then it says this CG cause gangster moving. So basically, you know, saying that he's moving refers to the whole car, man. And I know this is gonna sound confusing to most people who just keep it in there for who check in for hip hop news, but rock with me, man. Now, with him saying all that, man, is basically a declaration that that's what he's claiming and that's who he's rocking with. And this is what might have got Crip Mac into a lot of trouble because even on the page, you can see it's his picture clearly. And Crip Mac himself came to social media to talk about this and address the pictures that were out there and that were floating around. He said this.
They been through, on hood, going through a real beating, as a put-off in the 60s. Within days later, having remorse or anger, which this was years ago, on Neighborhood Crip. I'm from Neighborhood Crip. Homies is homies, cuz. It's all a respect thing. But back then, years back, cuz, as going through a process like cuz is going on, not seeing Snoop the fuck I am now. Yeah, I made a joke, cuz, on Neighborhood Crip. Off that page years ago, 2012, cuz, acting like I was from Snoop and made up a name and all that. Whatever, cuz.
Now, you heard from Crip Mac himself right there. He explained the situation and how he got put off the 60s. And, man, I know this isn't going to make much sense to most rap fans because you're probably like, when it gets to this deep into the street stuff, man, it starts to get a little dark. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, he was removed from one organization, we'll say that. And then, you know, out of being angry at that organization, he made a fake page and started saying some things that he really wasn't a part of. Now, what's even crazier is this stuff from 2012 has come back to haunt Crip Mac today, man. So him addressing it there didn't end it, it seems. It seems like his own neighborhood had an issue with what went down and what he was saying back then, and he had to answer for that. So recently, a video surfaced of Crip Mac with his face all busted up, man. And it looks like, well, whatever happened, he himself said that he got DP, which is discipline. So basically got disciplined for breaking whatever rule, right? And a lot of people are attributing it to what happened. Now, I wish I could show the video, but it's so much going on, I'll just show the picture that I got from No Jumper's page right here. Now, in the picture, you see right here the post by No Jumper. It says, Crip Mac got jumped after old Facebook posts come to light of him claiming different gang. And what's crazy enough is, you see his forehead right there, right? That's the actual gang that he said he was claiming back then, man. So I don't want to get into all that. You know what I'm saying? I try my best to stay as far away from all the street gang stuff as possible. But it's an integral part of this story, man. It's how this ties together and how the rapper got into this situation where he posted this video of him kind of looking busted up, man. You see his eyes busted up. You see everything, man. But he seemed to take it on the chin. I mean, in the video, he's talking about the fact that, hey, man, it happens to the best of them, and everything's all still the same. He's still claiming what he's claiming, and I guess that squabble made everything all right. And it looks like he's back on board, and maybe, I guess that cleared the record. I'm not sure, man. I can't tell you what's going on in his hood, and I can't tell you what's going on in his gang, definitely. So, man, hopefully everything is all right with Crip Mac, because like I said, he's a likable dude, man. All his interviews are interesting, man. Anytime he's on that No Jumper platform and they do like an interview or they do anything where they bring in the girl, it's entertaining, man, to say the least. It's entertaining, man. And hopefully things will be all right. Now, with that, what do you guys think about this story? Do you think this whole Crip Mac situation should be kind of a private matter? Like this is between him and his hood and we really shouldn't know about this? Or do you feel since he puts everything on Front Street so much that it's just a part of his story? It's how we know him, so anything that happens with him, we're going to keep track of it. Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.